Welcome back, dear viewers. You're still watching The Breakfast Show, and it's now time for our second topic of discussion for today. And as we noted earlier in our introduction, we're going to be talking about the small and medium enterprises and its ramifications on the Egyptian economy amid, of course, the global COVID-19 pandemic. And to shed more light on this topic, we're most delighted to be joined over the phone by Dr. Zeinab Nawar, a professor of economics. A very good morning, Dr. Zeinab.
Good morning. Good morning.
Well, Doctor, first of all, we'd like to note that President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi has always stressed on the importance of the small and medium projects as a vital economic aspect. Can you please elaborate on that?
We currently in Egypt, we do have about 2.5 million in terms of numbers of micro, small, and medium enterprises. So we can imagine that we have actually, we are saying that it's a quite number. And what we do hope for Egypt is that the increase of the number of those sectors, because of their importance of creating jobs, their importance of more innovation, their importance that they can easily import technology and grow over the time. So what we do actually seek by encouraging the small and medium enterprises, and what the president is trying to do through different initiatives and through different efforts from different governmental institutions, and even we have some of the initiatives that is coming from an NGO also to encourage the small and medium enterprises, that we need for this sector to be bigger in terms of number, to be bigger in terms of technology and innovation. And we want that for the small and medium to have more expansion, and for the micro, also for the micro enterprises, which are very small segment of this, small in terms of their capacity, I mean, but they are not small in their numbers, because we have 2.5 million projects. 90% of these projects are micro enterprises. So we need that from these micro enterprises is to join the legal market and just to stop of being illegal, because being illegal or being informal means that they will not expand, they will not grow in future. So this means a lot of losses in the opportunities for jobs, a lot of losses for the opportunities for innovation, and maybe for also exporting outside. So this sector is very important of creating jobs, creating innovation, and also international experiences have proved this. If you talk about the USA, if we talk about India and China, so we can see how the small and medium enterprises are the more factor for GDP growth and for achieving growth and development.
Dr. Zeinab, as an expert, how do you think we can further boost the small and medium enterprises and further inject such projects in the economy?
There have been a lot of efforts actually that have been done from the central banks, from different banks, getting finance with a lower interest. A lot of training that have been done through a lot of governmental institutions for the small and medium enterprises. A lot of ministries also are encouraging this sector. And I think we have done a lot. And also, of course, the new law that approved for this year, Law 152 to the year 2020. So I see it's what we say, it's at the side of the small and medium enterprises, is to grasp the chance and to work, because I see what has been done for them a lot, and what has been provided for them a lot of incentives, a lot of tax exemptions, tax incentives and non-tax incentives. And it's the time for them to grow and to work hardly and to use all the available resources and all the chances that they do have currently. Because of the corona for the time being, so we all know that there will be some sort of change in the force in the economic performance for the international community. And maybe you are not lucky for this time of corona. But I think that if the small and medium enterprises of this sector in Egypt, they had worked hard, and they have tried to find international markets, and they found a market for them for exploitation. This is the thing that we do need actually. How to encourage our small and medium enterprises to do an exportation effort and to look for international markets and to look where the potential is outside Egypt and to try to go there. Maybe this is the part that we still need to help the small and medium enterprises here in Egypt is how to determine markets, how to work on the quality of the product, how to build trust with others outside, whether it's in Africa, in Europe, in the USA. This is the thing maybe that we need to work more on it.
Dr. Zeinab, as an expert, how do you see the efforts exerted by the state to support the small and medium enterprises?
A lot of efforts have been done, starting from the law of 152 to the year 2020, which has a hell of incentives to the micro, also to the segments of the small and micro enterprises, and this was an excellent effort actually. We have a lot of institutions and banking institutions that they are now giving loans with a very low interest, maybe 5%. In terms of interest, and also they give them the guidance and they give them the advice. We have a lot also of initiatives on the ground coming from different governmental sectors to encourage like the handicraft work and also the heritages and how to preserve a certain type of industries. And cultural industries. So I see that a lot has been done, a lot has been provided, and it's the time for the small and medium enterprises is to do the role, actually. I see it an excellent effort. I had traveled abroad and I saw different countries and how different governments, they are giving incentives to the small and medium enterprises sector. And we are here in Egypt, we are on the line in terms of incentives that are given to them.
Dr. Zeinab Nawar, Professor of Economics, we really appreciate your insight and thank you so much for joining us on The Breakfast Show via phone. And dear viewers, by this, we come to the end of today's episode of The Breakfast Show. Just a quick recap of what we discussed. We talked about Egypt's work with other countries to secure the COVID-19 vaccine, and we also talked about boosting small and medium enterprises in Egypt amid the global COVID-19 emergency. And dear viewers, you were in the company of myself, Karim Gamal Eddin, and my dear colleague Dina Hussein. Until we meet again, this is goodbye.